It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm in a bunny suit and we're making metal fender flares for the E30.
Doesn't get any better than that.
It's to the point. Alright, so we've come up with this, So we made this model of our flare out of just some kind of thick black paper. And we cut it out using the old Fender flare as a template. And then we made some adjustments. So the old Fender flare used to have a piece that came all the way down here. And so now this one is just flush with the beginning of the bumper. And the back here is cut out nicely to fit the trim. And it's going to tuck in more towards the bottom. So it's a little bit different, but overall the only real change, like the only big change to it, is that it will be metal and actually formed to the fender rather than just riveted on like this. So we're gonna see how hard it is, I guess. We have no clue what we're doing. I don't think we ever really have, but it seems to work out, so we're just kind of rolling with it. If it sucks, then I'll find some new fenders. We have a 4-foot by 2-foot piece of 20 gauge steel. So we're using 20 gauge steel because it's a little bit thicker than the sheet metal used to make cars. The sheet metal to make cars is usually 22-ish gauge steel. So this 20 gauge is a little bit thicker, and it should be good for this project. So the reason that this template is going to work is because, like the paper, the steel won't bend like this naturally, but it'll bend this way. If that makes sense, cool. If it doesn't, cool. You guys will see it happen. Alright, so we got the basic shape of the flare cut out. We just used these shears. These are made to cut corners, like angles out of metal. These ones, the more straight ones, are for straight cuts. So we've got it cut out pretty roughly. The little trim piece McGee is over there, and we haven't dealt with that yet. But so far it looks pretty good. It was pretty quick. Like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah,
of
it's not,
cutting.
It makes it for tired hands.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's a challenge. This is going to be interesting to see if this works at all. These things kind of rock, actually. Let's try to flatten out the top. I'm going to flatten it out the middle. And hopefully you can let them out and use everything. Just kind of tap it back down. You can always clean it up with that razor disc or something. I mean, that deformed it a little bit, but we'll just tap it out with the hammer.
Here. Just throw it on the ground and give her a tap.
So yeah, I'm just going to take on the sheet of the foot. Where's our fender? As we cut, these kind of, you know, the shears bend it a little bit, so I think I'll just go over the whole thing and just tap it down a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Try to bend it on, see what happens.
Sure.
It's tempting to just kind of just try to tweak it and see, oh, it's gonna fucking work.
Holy shit, Scoob. That's fucking gangster now.
Or not.
Or not.
Work. And we're gonna have to figure out what to do with the. Looks like it needs a little more convincing, but
it looks like.
Oh wait, no, it's just too bent.
What? Oh.
I think we had it more like that.
Yep.
But I think if, like you were saying, Jonas, if we just tack it on first.
It goes like that.
Oh,
that's how it is.
That. Hey, it's gonna work.
Oh, look at that fitment.
You just build the fenders to the wheels. You don't need to worry about fitment.
Yep. That looks so nice. So my car has been rubbing. It ruined the first front fender flares, so that's why we're making these ones. It's absolutely destroying my inner fender liner, but we're gonna keep these anyway, bro. And we are actually gonna cut out more of my fender. So we bent it up during one of my drift events just to make clearance, and turns out we need a little bit more clearance. Shit. As you can see under the metal, there's still some rubbing marks from probably only a few occasions, but we want there to be no occasions where we rub. So we're gonna cut it out using a Sawzall.
Let's use the wheel. I don't want it bending your fender like that.
Okay.
Bend it in and out.
Yep. Agreed. Alright guys, so we ended up using a cutting disc to cut out the actual fender, and then in the last clip you guys saw me cutting or tack welding the metal fender flare onto the car. And so what's happened since then is we have ground that all down. I tacked like this all up and down the whole fender, and then we ground it all down. It looks really nice. We still have an end piece here and also on the very bottom here. That's going to need some tacking, and we're also going to adjust this lip a little bit. Unfortunately, the fitment is too good, and with these metal fender flares, if the tire grabs onto this metal, it's just gonna push it out or suck it in. So we can't let this car rub, so we're gonna have to lift it up a bit. Honestly, I'm not too mad about it, but actually I'm not upset about it at all. But you know, if I could have my wheel fit this well, that would be pretty sweet. So in the next part, we are going to be finishing up these two ends. We're going to be mounting the other side, and then after that we are going to begin the hard work, all of the Bondo, all of the body work, trying to make them look even, you know, the real fun stuff. It's gonna be a process.